Good afternoon, YouTube. You see, I'm out here splitting some firewood. Let me flip this around. I've been out here splitting some wood because it's going to get really cold tonight, probably around 13 degrees, and we didn't have really any small pieces right like this. So I've been out here splitting this wood with this nice wood splitter. It sure beats doing it by hand. I don't know how many of you actually use a wood stove or a wooden fireplace or something, but I tell you, it's really nice. It's cold out here right now. I feel like the temperature has dropped probably 15 degrees since I came out here around an hour ago. So the sky, let me tell you about this sky. Look at this sky right now. This sky, 2 hours ago, we had dark gray clouds with sunlight all around the perimeter in a big circle. Then it came blue skies, and then this is what happened. Hello, I look like a bunny. Well, I've had this hat since Maryland, so that was back in 1999. I bought these nice warm hats for our family. We had 4 of them that I bought. We paid around $30 for them back then, but just think, I still have them and I can use them out here. Yeah, but if you're just tuning in, hello. If you're just tuning in, I haven't done a live outside for a long time. So now I'm doing one, and it's about this splitting of this wood right here. And as you can see, there's a lot of red oak, and just a tad bit of, I think that's poplar right there. But yeah, I enjoy splitting wood to have smaller pieces if I want a smaller fire, but I need these pieces of firewood to get my fire really going. Hello and hola, wherever you all are. It's going to get cold here. I know it's really cold other places too. Yeah. Oh, from Arizona. It's cold in Arizona? That's strange. Hello, hola. Yeah, if you haven't got a hat like this, I would encourage you to get one because it is so warm. And it just comes right down over your ears, although yeah. Hello. You can see I'm still working on this wood pile right here. I just cut a bunch of pieces for kindling. Even these pieces right there, they're too small for me for kindling. That's why I like to make them even smaller, because it really does help get the fire going when you have smaller pieces, instead of trying to put one great big log in there thinking, why isn't this log catching fire? Well, chances are you haven't got the fire set up right. You need some smaller pieces of wood or something to get it going. Yeah. I had this one friend, she put a big fat log. I'm gonna tell you how big of a log she put on her Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I had a friend, she had a great big fat log, and I'd say it was probably about this big in diameter. You can see how big it is. She set that flat on her bottom of her fireplace with just some paper underneath it and something. It would not catch fire. Of course, you can tell a log that size needs to be split a lot. Hello, yeah. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, no salt or snow shovel this season. Are you serious, Mark Buchanan? Oh wow, that'd be terrible. What do you do in cases like that? I guess if you live in an area where it snows a lot, you want to make sure you're prepared for the season. So I guess after wintertime, you would stock up, buy you a few of those shovels and stuff. But we've ran out here before, no salt, no shovels and stuff. Oklahoma, hello. Yeah, Richmond, Virginia. Hello to every one of you all. This is not a UFO video. This is a come outside and split some wood, Gina, or you ain't gonna have a nice cozy fire when it gets really cold. Yeah, soy nuevo en tu canal. Felicidades, me gusta toda la astronomía. Uh, thank you. Gracias. Mucho gracias. Yeah, South Africa. Is it warm in South Africa? I bet it's really warm. Probably a little hot. I've never been to Africa. Um, yeah, let's look at the sky real fast while you're all doing that. I actually had a tree trimmer come out yesterday. I'm going to have my pine trees cut back, these big long ones back here. They got big extending branches that are overextending into my apple trees, and I only get apples on one side of the tree because the branches are too big. South, it's cold there. Oh my, wow. Austria, Marcus in Austria. Is that in Europe? I hope it is. If not, that's okay. 8 more inches of snow last night and getting cold in Minnesota. Yeah, you know, I often would wonder what would I do if the electricity went out. I used to really be a big time prepper. If the electricity went out, I would have a lot of food on hand. I'd have candles, matches, lighters, fuel in a can. I would have a whole bunch of alternative means to live. Yeah, I'm not so much of a prepper like that as I was before, because there was so much fear mongering, and the fear was being pushed that gloom and doom was coming, especially in the 2000s. So yeah, I did get caught up in it, but I've slacked back a whole lot. Hello from the UK. New Zealand. It's hot in New Zealand. How hot is it, Julie Nicholson? New Zealand is it's beautiful in New Zealand. If you're just tuning in, I've been splitting some wood with this log splitter right here. I used to love to watch Xena. I did until, you know, then I didn't watch it no more because it kind of started getting silly. Yeah. You know, and I don't really know how to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius or Celsius into Fahrenheit. But yeah, -3 here in the UK, 22 degrees, that's pretty cold. If I had to guess right now, I think it'd be around, it's probably around 40 degrees right now, but I ain't got no shirt on, my jacket's over here. Snow age is, I've heard that the snow age, ice age or something like that, I've heard that off and on for a while, but isn't that a cycle that normally occurs throughout history or something like that? I'm not knowing for sure. Just think this keeps my head so warm. It really does, because it's super duper insulated. Freezing cold drift up in California. Hello, sky watcher footage. Yeah. Well, it's cold here, and you can see the sky. It's the sun was up there, but yeah, it's not doing much. I really do think it's blowing in the cold weather, and that's why, you know, we need wood to use. Let me do this. 22 degrees. Wow, that's really cold. It's freezing and the sky is so clear. That is really strange. You know, I'm surprised my nose is not cold, but this hat is just so warm, it really is insulating my head. Yeah. Yeah, I really would like to be prepared if, like, where I live out, it's out in the country, and sometimes when we have really bad weather, our power will get knocked out. And in some areas, you know, some people, they lose their power for around a week or so. So you really do, when you're out in the country away from the stores, you really do need to have a little bit of extra of everything on hand. You really do. 46 degrees. You need a hat like that when you are out sky watching. I'll tell you what, it's really, really nice. And like I've said before, earlier, I've had it since 1999 when we lived in Maryland on Fort G Meade. I guess that was the name of it. Yeah. Stockpiling food and meds here in the UK, ready for the Brexit 31st of January. Rachel, so is that going to go into effect? Yeah, because you know, I remember hearing about it several months ago, and then they put it on hold. But is that really going to go into effect now? Because that could cause riots or something with there, and I would stockpile food too, but I'd be worried about the routers, about the people, you know, trying to steal your food. Yeah, the Brexits. Is that when they step out of the European Union or something like that? That's what I'm wondering about. Yes, you leave the European Union on the 31st of January. Well, that will cause a little bit of disorganization and probably some little bit of chaos that may not be too friendly in some people's lives. Yeah. Look, my husband's over here. He's gonna come and pick up this wood for me, and he's gonna put it on the porch. I don't know where he's going. He's going around the house. Tuesday the 14th, you saw those lights in the sky. Skylink was awesome. You meet, let me see this. We meet to leave the end of the month. Oh wow. Cessation of the planet's magnetic convection, showing spirits to come and go. Trouble is expected. Well, I'm telling you what, right now, I'm gonna have to put my jacket on because I'm getting cold. You know what I can do? If I have enough reception, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk over here to my little, I'm gonna walk over here to this little trailer. This right here is exactly, let me see if I can show you. I bought this for like $600, and I bought it from this person who hauled around Amish people, and it was a work trailer. They had their work tools in it, and you know what I did? I wanted to convert it into a little bitty thing. So that's what I did. I had converted this. I was working on this before, right when I got ready to take pictures. This is what I was working on. This little thing, converting it into like a little bitty house thing. You see, I got a little magnet. I got a little cabinet right there, but that's what I was doing. And then I saw that woman in the sky, and then that was the end of me. Look at that, right there. Isn't that, it's my third eye. Yeah. Sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't, but this seems to be a little bit prominent. But yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, it was a little work trailer thing, and I put this like window blind, this stuff right here. But you know, they actually do sell this in rows in a home improvement store. You can use it as insulation because it's got that bubble stuff in it. Yeah, so I'm sitting right here because I thought my husband was going to go over there and get some of that wood. Oh, he's probably going to air up the tire. But yeah, this was nice. I thought if I ever had to flee, I would put this on the back of my Subaru. But then came the woman in the sky in June, and then that was the end of that. I look Russian. Well, yeah, they do have pretty cool hats. Of course, if you live in Siberia, I thought there was something about Siberia one time where like there were sightings of a UFO or something was on the ground and stuff, and literally would burn the people from the extraterrestrials or something. Yeah, looking good in this hat. Well, it feels warm. So they signed the thing. I'm sorry, I got off on a wild goose chase. Yeah, but I wanted to sit inside of here because it really helped me from the wind. Yeah. Yes, the tungsten incident. Yeah, incident. Who was that woman in the sky? I don't know who it was, but I know that I had came to the stop sign, and as soon as I got up to it, I rolled my window down and I took that picture, and that's when I started taking the pictures. So yeah. Look, he's ready to get that wood over there. He's got his ear protection on. I don't know what he's doing. Hello. Yeah, so you could do that too, you know. You could like repurpose something like I did. Yeah, that I know. Isn't that something? Oh, you know what happened to me last night? Yeah, so I repurposed this thing right here. The Amish used it. This guy hauled the Amish people around, and I just you see water. It's not waterproof, and that's what I did. Put down a floor and made this little wooden bench that would turn out into a bed. Yeah. Now what did I miss? Your husband is building your back deck. Lumberjack shirt. Yeah. Well, we have a lot of cold weather clothes out here. Let's see. Oh, I am in Salem, Indiana. That's where I'm at, Salem, Indiana. It's around 20 minutes from Louisville, Kentucky. Well, thank you, because I kind of abandoned it. I did. I abandoned it in June of 2018. That was the end of it. And I had even bought this tent thing at a yard sale that would literally, that I could put, as I open up these doors, I could put it outside of there, and it would be like a little area, is what I did it for. Yeah, so I don't know what everyone else is doing today. We are all going to need houses on wheels. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, and if you dwell too much on it, it's going to make you it's going to make you a little bit worried. So try not to dwell too much on the if, but try to be as prepared as possible, is what I would say. You're shoveling snow from Chicago, Judy. Norden, Hamburg, Ikiel. The last time I shoveled snow is when we had like 8 inches shortly after we moved here, I think in around 2004 or 5. And my little nephews were stuck over here, and it was Christmas Eve, and my brother didn't have 4-wheel drive, and he had one of these highway patrol trucks that had snow, had him dump a bunch in the back of his pickup, and he came and got his kids on Christmas Eve, because they had been stranded over here for like 3 days. Yes, I need a tractor. Well, we got an ATV is what we got, so that's just as good. Plows are better. Gina, have you seen the Schumann resonance frequency graph? You know, I want to say something about that. I've seen that before, but you know, it looks really familiar to, I'm going to tell you, I'm being serious, because I used to study a lot of stuff back in around 2012, 2013. It looks very similar to when they had the HARP graphs, or whatever you want to call them, when they had them online and you could go look at them. That's exactly what the Schumann resonance looks like. The HARP graphs, whatever you want to call them, that's what it looks like. I thought, where did I ever see that before? But that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's one and the same, but then they took it off. They took it offline to where people can't look at them, because I would monitor that. Are we expecting snow? We are expecting cold weather, really cold weather, because the temperature it's dropping. My fingers are cold now. They have cranked up the CERN and HARP. Yeah, I haven't read much about CERN in a long, long time. Yeah, Tony Duffy, you got the life. We worked very hard for this, really. I'm not joking. Extremely hard for everything that we've got. Nothing was ever handed to us. Oh, I got a fire in the house. I'm telling you what, let me show you these pine trees. We're supposed to have 25 to 40 mile per hour wind blowing in. So I think it's picking up now. You can see the trees down there. Yeah, so yes. Do I get the ringing in my ears? Well, I haven't been getting the ringing in my ears. I get like a tone to where it just like goes. It's a different type of it's a tone, but it's not ringing. My ears don't ring. Gina, when you get time, check out the Wages World. It coincides with the space war and the ships you look at. Well, it's a good thing that you mention it on here because I can look at the comments. And you know I don't respond to all the comments. Sometimes I don't even have time to look at them. Other times I do like to go through and see what other people have written. It's going to freeze in Ohio. Is it that cold for the same as in Canada? I don't know. Oh, I need a Henri, who is, you need to cool down, Ari. You're cool, don't, I don't know what that means. Hastu, do you in Facebook, something about Facebook. I know Hastu means you have, I don't know what it means. Oh, I was going to say something and I have forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, he's still putting wood in on the other side is what he's doing over here. He's still putting wood in from the other side of our woodshed. We have two sides of the woodshed, and he's just still putting wood in there, and I thought he was done. I guess he's not. Okay, well, he's not done. I thought he was. I just thought he was. Yeah. All right, well, I'm probably going to get off of here, and I'm going to do something. I'll probably go to the porch and help him get that wood piled up on the porch because the wind is really picking up here. It's like blowing the tops of these. It ain't got really bad yet. But that wind, if you live anywhere cold, that wind will cut straight. I know what I was going to say. Okay, I just remembered that. Yesterday I was looking at my flame of my candle, okay, and I was just staring, and it was total silence. I just had the candle lit in a room, and the candle lit up the room. And the more I kept staring at it, I literally saw an orb, and it didn't look like no see-through orb or nothing. It literally looked organic, and it was about the size of a basketball or a dinner plate. It was beige in color. It was smooth, and I could see the ridges all along the edges of it, and it looked like it had like little creases in the rim of it, but it was kind of bent like, and it was not a perfect circle-y like one, but it was bent. It looked like it was flat, and it was right there. It was only like 4 feet away from me when I was looking at it, and I was totally shocked. That's the first time ever in my life that I have seen an orb with my own eyes, but I'm telling you, it was no see-through orb or anything like that. This looked organic in nature, and it was about the size of a dinner plate or a basketball, and it was beige, a very beige color, and it looked like it had skin like that of a whale. That's what it looked like to me. A very smooth orb. and it was not completely flat. It had like some depth to it, but it was like up like this, and that's what it looked like. Yeah, it was really neat because I was shocked, but now I know that I can see into the other dimension if I focus. Now I know that I can do it. That's the first time ever in my life that I've seen something like that, and it was beige. Uh, yeah, did not look like none of them in my pictures either. Hello. Um, yeah. Alrighty. I am sitting on a portal to other dimensions there, Gina. I probably am. But you know what? There was a portal that opened up on my property once, and it's over there by my pond. And I think some bad energy came through one time, and you know what I did? I had to go over there and close it. I found the exact opening of it, and I closed it, and I had these dowsing rods, and I said I was not going to allow any negative energy whatsoever around my property anywhere, and I wanted it completely closed and only nothing but positive energy coming through. Yeah. You see the orbs on camera. See, I see them on camera too, but this is the first time I've ever seen them with my own eyes, seen one great big one, and it looks so real. It was real, and then it disappeared because I was shocked because I seen it. It only lasted for probably 3 or 4 seconds, no more than 5. Yeah. See my clouds. See, we got blue skies, but they are blowing something in here is what they're doing. Look at this. There's blue skies up there. Total blue. But I don't know what they're doing at all. You can see it. It just keeps blowing and blowing and blowing. You all can hear it too. Well, I am going to get off here. I'm going to quit saying I'm going to and not doing it. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. And it's nice chatting with all of you. It really is. Check out Naughty Beaver's. Well, you know what? I saw this video on Naughty Beaver, and I wrote this in the comments section of one of the comments on my YouTube. And he said, did Nostradamus predict the coming of Naughty Beaver? He has this video that said that he was predicted in the quatrains, whatever you call them, of Nostradamus. It speaks of the beaver in some kind of writings, and he said that was him, and it spoke of him and his people and the land that he came from. Now, you look this out yourself. Type in Naughty Beaver and Nostradamus, and you'll see that video for yourself. I think it's like an hour and some odd minutes long, but I didn't watch it all. But he believes that Nostradamus spoke of his coming. So he believes that he's spoken, that he is a, yeah. Yeah, that's right, because he had a scar on his head, yeah. So yeah, I found that rather interesting. I never knew any of that was going on. Yeah. Yeah. Later to you, Hunty Bumptwia, or something like that. It's cold and you go under your covers. Yeah, you all have a very nice day too. So yeah, my hand's getting cold holding this. I'm telling you that. So Yeah, a Hopi land is coming of the true God. Yeah, Rachel, that's what he said. Nostradamus said, spoke of naughty beaver. You check it out yourself. Don't take my word for it. Yeah. Yeah, later to you all too. You live on the Hopi land. And if you all didn't know that, I have, my great grandfather was a full-blooded Blackfeet, and his dad was a Blackfeet chief. You had the Blackfoot and the Blackfeet. I don't really know much about it, but that was my great-great-grandfather. Yeah, and we don't know what his Indian name was because they took it away from him and gave him the last name of Ayers, Ayers. Yeah. Woo! Buddy, feels like it's gotten even colder out here. Let's look at my husband. He's still loading that wood onto the porch. I should be up there helping him, but I'm not. 'Cause that's a lot of wood. Thank you. You know, the temperature feels like it's dropped another 5 degrees out here, and I need to get my coat on. So you all have a wonderful day too. But it's nice seeing every one of you all on here. My nose is getting cold, so I need to get my my coat on. Yeah. We'll flip this around, and I'll probably see the sun is back there somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to end this video. So thank every one of you all too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's hold it up there.